Good
knows
man.
more about it.
No.
Hey, have we got anybody viewing yet?
Oh, I can't see. I'm not
Not yet.
entitled to that sort of information.
Apart from Rita. I know Rita will be there.
Yeah,
I'm
Rita's
sure
always there,
always
isn't she?
is.
I think we might have a few extra ones. Alex, I'm sure Alex would have told a few of his buddies that we were coming on, although we didn't have a link to the actual view the show. But
Oh,
what's it
Jamie's
looking?
on.
Well, I wasn't sure
Jamie.
whether it's StreamYard
Hi,
or
Jamie.
YouTube.
Parker. Yeah. Oh,
Hi,
brilliant.
Lorna.
Hi, Lorna. Anyway, I'm so pleased tonight because I met Alex last week. We did a little trip down to Rendlesham, but I'm not going to go into what. Although we had some great evidence, without giving too much away, because the chap who we went with Alex, Andy, he's doing a big show Wednesday, I believe. So it's his baby, so I'm going to let him reveal all on that rather than us do it here. But we did have some phenomenal stuff go on in Rendlesham Forest. But Alex,
Rita's here.
Who's that? Oh, Rita.
Young Rita.
Yeah,
No, my wife.
Alex is, as far as I know, this is only what I've stolen off of Facebook. Have a look. But in Medium, has worked with the church and various bodies. Is that right, Alex?
Yes, I did work for him for a few years. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, carry on.
No, because I'll only
No. Come on.
I'll tell you how it started. It started with me when I was 4 years old with a vision. And obviously I didn't know what it was because we're going back to the dark ages when I was little. And then
I was going to say that could have been more than 14 years ago, could it?
And anyway, all through my life, things have happened. And then my mum passed when I was 13.
Wow.
It was on the 14th of October. And then things kicked off. And then my old man went into hospital and he was out playing his drums or whatever. And it was just mental. It was scary. It was frightening because you had no one to talk to about it. And I had witnesses to some of this stuff. Anyway, went on from there and there and there. And then, I don't know, I just went to this spiritualist church one day. And they said, why did you come here? And I started to tell them what had gone wrong. Oh, we don't do that here, dear. Oh, no, we don't do none of that stuff here.
Oh, dear.
What do you do? Anyway, I ended up hanging in there for a while and started sitting in one of those circles. But I didn't realise that all what was going on in my life, it was a natural thing. So my the mediumship, and I'd started going out working, and I did that for a few years, and then I got ill. I had a very close call with, well, I've had two close calls with the other side. One was 3 years ago, where I think apparently I had only 10 minutes left, and I saw what I saw, and then when I finished, it was Christmas Day. I was at my daughter's. And the spirit man stood in front of me and said, we don't want you associating with these people anymore, the spiritualists. And that was it.
Wow.
And I never, ever do anything I'm told to do. Never.
No.
But when they said that is it, that's it. And then I started up the YouTube channel, which is really strange. So that's a bit about me, really.
Yeah.
Do you feel
So-
better
so-
now? Do you feel better now, Alex? Now that you're not associated with them anymore and you don't deal with them?
Yeah, because I don't know, because I could be on it all night talking about those people, but I can't be bothered. And I've got other, like you've seen the pictures of my transfiguration. I think the other day, I think it was on here.
I did.
And, and all that. They I don't know. I just didn't fit in with their narrative. But I did it for quite a long time. But I can't fit in.
Was this when you was quite young, Alex? When you got this vision telling you not to bother with them anymore?
No, this was 3 years ago. After I
right, okay.
After I come out of hospital, yeah. So that was it. That was it.
Get quite a lot of comments coming in already. But so
Catherine.
obviously you're from London area by your accent.
South of the border. Yeah, south. Yeah.
South London, near Dan's neck of the wood. But you moved up to Rendlesham and then started to investigate Rendlesham. So you've been doing that for 12 years.
Yeah, I think.
So can you, for those that don't know, can you give us a little bit of, about what the Rendlesham incident and what happened to spark it all off? I believe it was back in 1984, wasn't it? Or
1980, December 1980. And I think Marv, you know this until we put you on the spot, don't they? In 1980, and the craft landed apparently near where we were Saturday. But I think there was another craft landed in the field because they were all in there with their Geiger counters, weren't they? So, and I had John Burrows on my show. John Burrows was one of the airmen who was there.
Wow.
One of the three. And yeah, very interesting man. But I think over the years things get a bit distorted, don't they? And I weren't there, and I don't like people who comment on things when they weren't there. You get a lot of that.
Yeah. And
I weren't there. I read about it in the newspaper when I was in London in 1985, I think, was it 1984? 19, and but I moved up here. I met someone. I moved up here, and one particular night, it was I think October time, maybe November. I had a chance to go to Rendlesham Forest, and Derek Savory was there. If I don't know if you know Derek. He's Elaine, my moderator. That's her brother. And I met him.
Oh wow, yeah.
And
hi.
Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. But so I ended up going to Rendlesham Forest, and we were all there. There's probably about 12 people. I'm not going to tell you this. I mean, I kept thinking a bit cold now. I hadn't a clue. I hadn't got a clue what it was all about, what was going on. And we're coming around track 12. You know where I mean by track 12, where we had shenanigans the other day. And they were all there. And the night before, Derek's brother was attacked by an unseen entity.
Bloody hell.
Now, I still don't know what's going on because I've never been there before. As we stood there, a man said to me, "Would you please leave the ancients and aliens alone?" Well, I'll tell you now. I was on a crutch because I'd bust my leg. I was out of that place, mate. I was gone. It was pitch black. I thought, I've got to get out of here. I can't have this. I know where I'm going. A few weeks later, because I lived near there, and I just got this feeling one afternoon. You know, when you get that feeling where you just got this, it's like you've been picked up, put in a car, and I went to the forest, and I knew exactly where I was going. Which don't make any sense, does it? Because it's a big place. And I just managed to walk around. And then I went down it quite a lot 3-4 times a week, maybe sometimes. And I also sounds a bit far-fetched, really, but I believe whatever's in there gets to know who you are.
Yeah.
I really do believe that, because we were being watched, weren't we, Saturday by something.
Yeah,
Even
yeah, we were.
Mike's dog was agitated, wasn't it? It could see
Yeah,
something.
yeah. We had a lot of stuff going on Saturday. Yeah.
Anyway, that's how it started. And just before Derek passed away, he said to me, he'd been studying this for 14 or 15 years. And he said, I've only just fell in about the ancients. Because everyone's all about aliens. They forget the ancients. And the ancients was Boudica or Boadicea, depending on how you want to pronounce her name.
Boudica, yeah.
Boudica, and all that was going on there. And you had Sutton Hoo, which is not far away, but the King Redwald's ship.
Yeah.
The buried ship and all the treasure. So all that's going on, or had been going on. So the ancients were still are a very big part of what goes on there. I think the alien, I think that's gone. It is personal. But the ancients are the ones. I was there last year with Elaine, and something was fired at me, like, you think a pellet from an air gun. It hit me, bash. It's like someone fired something at me. There's no one there.
I've heard this before in Rendlesham. Yeah.
And I thought,
Did they fire it at you or threw it at you, though?
Hey, sorry.
Did they fire it at you or did they throw it at you?
No, it felt like it had come out from a gun or a catapult or something. It made a mark, and that was stinging for ages. It's all sorts of things happen down here like that. But so I've been doing that now for about 12 years. I've got some pretty amazing photographs, but I sent them to a magazine, and they said it was Paradoia or whatever it's called.
Oh, Paradoia.
Yeah.
And I thought, how can it be? Because you're seeing. I'm not telling you what they are. You're seeing these, and that's it really.
But that one by the oak tree with your daughter.
The one that's on there now. Yeah, the one that's on there now.
Can we put that back up?
There it is.
No.
So explain that to us. Explain that to us, Alex.
Well, I can't.
No, I mean,
what we're looking at.
No,
for the first person who's seen it, we can obviously see someone looking at us. That's your daughter.
Right. The daughter's facing us, the camera. The smaller one, that's my granddaughter. Over to my left at that time was my daughter's, the granddaughter's mum, and the person I was seeing, Stephanie, who's not with us anymore. I just took the photograph, got back, and that's what turned up. And I have been trying now it's probably about 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Each time I go there, and you know that, Tim, I tried it on Saturday with all.
Yeah, we did try to. We tried to debunk it.
Stand by the tree and replicate it, and I can't do it.
Wow.
No.
So what you're saying then is that outline of that person behind your daughter, wasn't physically there.
No.
Wow.
The camera saw it, and I've been trying to figure out what it is, because this is where the alien craft landed. That is why it's a bit confusing, I suppose. And then, of course,
The thing is that whole UFO thing. That's just tiny part, isn't it, of that forest? Because there's lots more spiritual stuff and that goes on there, isn't there?
Exactly, and that figure is looking at a place called Barrow Hill.
Oh, really?
And there aren't many hills in Suffolk, are there? And when that craft landed, that is where you could see the old lighthouse from Orford Nest.
Oh, that's where they thought their lights were coming from, didn't they? That was part of the contention, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Barrow Hill, was that actually an ancient barrow?
I've not been there.
Because the interesting thing is, you mentioned that, and a lot of people recently they've made a connection between these cryptids, and they said that a lot of the cryptids, particularly these ones now that I've only heard of in the last couple of years called dogmen, seem to congregate or seem to be found around barrows, ancient burial sites where the ancients are, like guardians.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Well,
Doesn't it just?
when I'm looking at the picture itself, you can tell it's not a double image of your daughter because it's different clothes, period.
Yeah.
So
That's an amazing photo, Alex.
I honestly don't know.
She looks like she's you know on your daughter's left shoulder, her left shoulder. It looks, because that's not it looks like that might be her arm, because it looks like she's sticking her arm out,
Pointing to me towards that Barrow Hill.
Hill.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right. And if you look at the arm behind your daughter, where the arm is on the outline of the person, whatever you want to call it, him or her, it looks like the arm's lifted, doesn't it?
Yeah, the shoulder's up, isn't it?
Yeah.
The shoulder is up.
So it definitely looks like she's pointing.
About
amazing.
About 2 months ago, I was down there, and as I say, I've got busted leg and ankle and that, and I can't run. I was walking up from what they call a lemon squeezer, the UFO model.
Yeah, the UFO. It looks like a lemon squeezer. It really does.
Lemon squeezer.
As I'm coming up there, a woman, I put this on Facebook, I was so slow, a woman glided past on the top track. There's a small track that goes to that tree. And she glided, so I got up there as quick as I could. Now, that woman, if she'd been real, I'd have caught her. If she'd jumped the fence, I'd have seen her running through the fields.
Yeah.
And if not, I'd have seen her going towards track 12. And I'm thinking, was that something to do with this person who's this? I'm sure it's a female. Anyway, there you are. That's one of the photos. I've got a few more in
it. That is amazing.
That is. It really is.
And as you know, I go there on my own. I take selfies. I think it's nothing.
Yeah, you've tried over the years. You've tried to debunk it, haven't you? Many times. Yeah. Or recreate it.
But that's as plain as the nose on your face, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gotta be. You can even see looks like even a panty line on the other.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an amazing photo.
We went to the tree on Saturday in Nepal in May.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful place, but you can feel the energy in that place. It's just amazing. Have you been, Dan?
Do you know what? I went past it, never been to it.
Right. Well, you're going next year if you don't go this year, because I'm going.
I'll be going, all right.
Oh, you need to. We'll meet up with Alex and he can show us around.
That'd be great if that's all right. Yeah, that'd be great, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, there's a guy, I'm not going to mention any names, charges about 30 quid to do a tour, and he gets loads of people. We offered to do it for nothing.
You said about that.
Yeah, so I'm going to charge 50 quid. See how many people But I now think that figure is to do with the Iceni, Boudica, and the Iceni. That's what
that was all a stomping ground around there, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Rather than, because you got, like you said, you got Sutton Hoo there. What about the other picture, Alex? Are we able to look at the other picture you took with the big camel, as you called it, the camel? Because he showed us where he took. You showed us where you took the picture. But this thing in the track, oh my days! It's.
I forgot the camel. It's not a camel, is it?
It looks like a big animal laying on the track to me.
I've got. Oh, that one. All right. Well, first off, we have.
Yes.
Now I can't get that. I can't get that photograph up any closer. I wish I could. You might be able to. Eric might be able to do it.
Oh, I don't
If
know.
Those
you
white-
look, can you see my pointer? There's these monks. Can you see my
The white-
pointer on
No,
there
I
or
can't
not?
see anything. It's kind of goofy because all the pictures are showing up on one screen underneath the.
Well,
Is
to
it the white
to my
figures?
right,
The white figures.
you got the white figures, or this one. He
Yeah.
looks like he's hanging actually.
You try.
But if-
On the left.
If
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
If on the left, if you go to the tree, to to my right, your left, yeah, my right, you will see a little grey looking around that tree, big
Oh, yeah.
eyes, everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I see it.
I don't know if anyone
Yeah.
else can see it. And if you look at
Near
this
the ground.
bit here, that's it, near the ground, yeah. And if you
Yeah.
look at the bit behind that, the monk or whatever he is,
Can you see
let's
that now?
bring it up a bit. If you there, so if you're in line with that monk's head, there's the face of a woman, and she looks like, he looks like an Indian, like a North American Indian, but it can't be, obviously. I don't know how clear you can see it. Don't forget, I don't see this. The camera picked this up. I
Yeah.
couldn't see it.
I know.
Now, this is as you go in from Eastgate, you walk across Eastgate, and that was the first turning we did left on Saturday.
Yeah,
And we've had quite a lot of activity with the K2 meter.
yeah.
Well, if you take that one away, Eric, I will,
This one?
yeah,
Interesting
I can't do
photo.
right? I will put up this thing I call the hairy thing. All right, don't get excited. Dan, it's nothing rude.
Brought me back my childhood and magazines I used to have.
Yeah, I can send this off to Playboy.
You try.
This is, we have this hairy
Ooh.
thing.
Oh,
Let me try
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
At the time I took this, that was joined on with the monk's photograph. It's just sort
Really?
of separated it. Now, what on earth is that?
could you
It's
see
not
that
a
with the
dead
naked
ear.
eye or not, Alex?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Huh.
I think that's the scary thing. You don't see them.
Well, that's an animal lying down, isn't it? By the look of it,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
It looks like that to me. It looks like an animal laying down with its head to the right hand
on the
side.
ground.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got like a fish. Got like a fish tail. It's not. Someone said
Yeah,
it's
that-
a deer. It's not
Oh,
a deer.
wow.
That looks like its head to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought
Like
that was
slaying
the
the-
head end.
Yeah.
Let me try to.
Wow. That is strange. Yeah.
You know, some I'll say people call it what they like. These have always usually happened when I've been on my own. Funny enough, but I don't actually see. You just snap away and that
Is
turns.
this
Yeah.
the one that is this the one that they call pareidolia?
Yeah, that's what they try and call
That don't
it.
look like
doesn't it?
pareidolia,
Really?
pareidolia to me.
No, because it's in the middle of the field. It can't be. Unless it's a
It's-
bush.
No,
right?
it's
It
in
That's
doesn't
the,
look
not-
like it.
That's not
Yeah.
it's in
pareidolia.
the foreground, isn't it? It's not in the. It's not joined onto the back. It's in the foreground. You can see it
Yeah.
quite clearly.
Oh,
See, those lights are the lights on the airfield on Woodbridge Air Base.
yeah.
So I don't know what time of day. I'd have to look, but I don't know what time of day it was taken. And Andy, not a few weeks ago, this is where he saw a German soldier, by the way.
Yeah, he
Well,
saw a
that's
German shoulder. No, it wasn't a bush.
No, you
Dead
can tell
bush,
it's not
dead bush.
bush.
It's definitely not a
No,
bush.
that's got fur. That looks like that's fur.
It is fur. I don't know if you can bring it up any closer, but
Yeah.
that is the monk's picture that was joined on with the monks. So
Hi, Charles.
it's only me
Yeah.
I've separated the picture. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
Weird, isn't it?
I don't know. Kicking it.
it.
From
It definitely
stage-
looks like a dead animal, doesn't it? Laying there. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, still, I mean, that looks like you said, Tim, a camel, and something
Mm.
that big wouldn't be, unless it's a cow. But it wasn't. You know what I mean?
It looks to have quite a slim neck with a head on it and quite a big body.
Yep.
Well, I thought it was the other way around. Then I thought that was the head
You thought the big okay.
with a. With
I see what you
bolt
mean.
on it,
Yeah.
Or feet.
you
Or
could've got it.
I don't know.
But it's
I wish I
definitely
could
something that's there, isn't it? It's something that's.
I'm definitely there.
Yeah.
But
There's
you
no way
didn't
that's
see
part
it.
and parcel of the environment. No way.
You didn't see it in real time.
No, I don't see any of it. in
Wow.
real time. The only thing I saw in real
That's really
time was the
interesting,
girl
isn't
with
it?
the black eyes.
Yeah, there's a couple of them there, aren't there?
I don't know if I've got them on there. If you take that one off, so I've got quite a few on.
They're
on the-
interesting
on the,
photos, Alex, aren't they, Tim?
I've
Yeah.
got stuff, but I can only.
Oh, wait.
What do you reckon,
So we've
Eric?
got the monks here.
I was just trying to
Holy
figure out
Rentry.
how.
I don't know. I've got some other stuff on here, but a lot of it is on. So if I can get up on.
Have you collected EVPs from there as well, Alex?
Read all sorts from there, yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
looked that's what I thought, Catherine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does,
could be.
Catherine. We got an
wouldn't
EVP on. I
All
can't
right,
say
Elaine.
much now.
Oh,
Hello. Oh, was that Elaine?
I don't know. Is
Yeah.
it?
Spine.
Okay.
Spine.
Yeah, Spoy. She was with us on
Fine.
Saturday. We
Lucky
can't.
we've
I
already spoken.
can't say
Lucky we've
too
already-
much. I don't want to
Well,
say
it's a
too
good
much
job
because of Andy's big reveal for his show because it was his gig. But we did get a good EVP on Saturday as well.
Oh,
before
good.
you other guys got there. Yeah.
good.
I'll tell you more about that later, but
I
after
won't
his Andy's
mention
show. But
because of Andy.
but
yeah.
we
Yeah, you got to keep it on
we
the
did have some great
QT, ain't
stuff with the dowsing rods and such. And
How
oh,
did
it's just
Dowsing Rods
brilliant.
perform there? Did they perform well there?
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Oh, damn it. See, that's what I thought I was going to end up doing. Message him back to go back on. Tim.
Oh.
Yeah, message him to go back on. I didn't want to
What
do
happened?
that. Well,
You know,
it's nearly
these don't
kicked him
matter.
off
These
because
things happen, Eric. It's fine, mate.
I had all those pictures up, and I didn't know if that was going to mess with the.
Uh,
Just ask him to come back in.
Well, you've done a lot better than I would have. I'd have cut him off first photo.
See, that's why I don't have any. Vivian's supposed to teach me all this stuff, so.
You're all right, mate. I think you've done really well. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
These things happen. You should have seen me with technology. I'm like a cack-handed chimp.
Yes, I know.
Keep hitting
Catherine.
things in the hope that one of them works. Sorry, everybody in the chat. Don't worry about it. This is what happens with lives. It's just a glitch.
I completely admit that is totally my fault.
Man, it's not your fault. It's an accident. These things happen.
He's coming.
All right, sorry about that.
It's all right,
What
bud.
on earth happened there?
So-
This is weird because we were talking about this the other day and it all went off.
Yeah.
I don't want me to talk
No,
about
this
it.
is something I did
Really?
because I
Oh,
was trying to get rid of the-
yeah, they do.
I don't know.
So, have we got any questions from anyone, Eric?
No, not really.
for Alex?
Don't worry, Eric. That was to all of us. Exactly, Nettie.
Have we got any questions now?
No. No questions.
But all
Yes, I know,
those,
Catherine. I had one job and I couldn't
You
do
have one job. That's what people
You
say to
had
me.
one
normally.
job,
One
Eric.
job, Dan.
it.
One job, Dan, and you buggered it up.
Yeah, you're bugging it up, Eric. Never mind. I couldn't do it. Well, I could. I guess I could if I was taught how to. But
Well, I think the whole thing is you have to send the pictures to me and then I have to, I don't even know how to do that.
You done? I tell you what, you did a lot better than I would.
See, I've got a thing on what do they call it?
I don't know.
PowerPoint. If I could put
Oh,
those
yeah.
up and you can take them down, I'll put them up and you'll see them. I'll do it anyway, and you can always come on again, can't we?
So
I'm not
I'm
used to
interested.
this
So,
being
like,
this
obviously,
side of
don't
the,
go too much into it because obviously you don't want to
Exactly.
divulge too much. So forget about the one that's Saturday. But
Yeah,
these. One question I've got to ask: these EVPs, are they in English?
No. Can you see those?
The one, can't see nothing yet.
Can you see
Can't
those?
see nothing yet. No.
Oh, you can't. Well, it's not
No.
working then. Blast. Oh well. Okay, we won't bother with that. Anyway, I've got so many pictures, but I just
Well,
I
over
put
12
some on
years.
PowerPoint because StreamYard will only show.
Thank you, Catherine.
You know,
I love you.
one thing I want to ask is you know, when we was walking around the far side and we saw that like underground bit with a little slit. Is there like underground bunkers in Rendlesham then, or underground corridors?
Well,
You know, when we went where we was shouting a bit, and then we looked at the like a slab over the top of
that's right, slab.
looked like it was over the top of an underground.
I don't know what's under there, but I do know that when
that was strange. It was like a bunker, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a few of those there, but I don't know. They've closed them off now, so it they must go somewhere.
Mind you, I guess that airfield. How long's that airfield been there? Was it a strategic World War II one originally, or?
I'm not quite sure. No, Rendlesham itself, the trees were only planted in 1919.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they were planted for props, you know, in mines, props, wooden props.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what they planted them for.
Was that forested before that then?
No.
Huh. That's interesting, isn't it?
Wow.
Not as far as I know. And then obviously this UFO thing got everyone talking, didn't it? But if you go back, and I've got a friend of mine coming on in a month or two, who she's good with all the history, with all that stuff. But I know you have seen him there. There's even word that Aleister Crowley performed some of his party tricks there.
Really?
Wow. But I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. So I'm not going to say too much, but
yeah,
I would imagine there's a lot of shenanigans went on in there.
Yeah. It's a big forest, isn't it?
It sounds like as well, the person who told you or said not to disturb the ancients, it sounds like there's somebody like guarding it, isn't it? It sounds like someone's guarding it.
Well, definitely. And the funny thing is that there was an archery club in the forest. And I was there one day practicing because I was no good at anything. So I was just going to practice with Steph. And this is no word of a lie. They had these cabinet things, they had these like boxes and keeping some gear in. And I saw a man stand there, but he looked like an airline pilot. So this is, I think, something's happened here. Well, I mean, people can believe me, whatever. We're about to aim at these targets, and from behind this one of these things, these cabinet things, a little, like I call them shadow people, about 4.5 foot tall, popped out, looked at me, and run back again.
Oh wow!
And I was telling someone, and they said that's because you had weapons, and then it's all like sinking in now, weapons. But then this creature, bows and arrows, and then this creature ran out across into the rest of the woods. Well, I was on track 12 near where we were the other day, where we had the smoke and all that.
Okay.
And I was with a friend of mine, Rona. She's a medium, young Scottish medium. And I said, look, and where all those trees have been cut down, that was like full of trees. Where those logs were, do you remember? I don't know if you saw those, Tim.
Yeah.
Well, where those logs were, I said, look, and we saw, it must have been a dozen of these little creatures, these sort of 5-foot
Wow.
creatures.
Mm.
And she said to me, and she was a good medium, she said, I've never seen ghosts like that, nothing like that before. And I think it was one of them that fired that thing at me. We've also
Yeah.
had young female voices chanting.
Yeah.
We've heard that. They might have been there Saturday. I don't know if someone heard something there Saturday.
And Andy reckoned he heard something in the background before you lot got there. Because we got there about midday and went for a little walk on our own. And when we got the EVP, and he reckoned he heard some. I didn't hear it, but he said he heard some.
You said there was some. Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah,
You can hear it.
It's just
I mean,
a weird. It's you can feel something's not right, can't you? In there.
Well,
It's-
Elaine, we were in this again it's always track 12. As we get in towards the end of it, this is where apparently where Crowley, I don't know, but we mentioned Aleister Crowley's name, and it was a summer's day, and it was like a tunnel of wind blew through the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if he was there or not.
Well, you've been going
Yeah,
there for years. What I want to know is if somebody can camp in that forest.
Yeah, they used to.
Cool.
They still got it. They've got a campsite in there,
Really?
but they put a block on. A few months ago, I put a video on YouTube. Apparently, some people went down here with those pens, laser pens,
Yeah.
Mm.
trying to attract aliens. But the only thing they attracted were the police.
Yeah. Imagine.
And now, it's, I don't get these people. And it's like this other lot. Oh no, I shouldn't. I'm not knocking people. This C5 group or whatever they're called, sit out there in a field going. Woo.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that's going to attract an intelligent
Yeah, I know. What you mean.
beings. But anyway, so I don't really go for all that.
No.
But through all these people, they now put a block on parking overnight in the car park.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if they've put a block on a campsite because people live in that forest. They have houses in there. It's not just.
Oh, wow.
I'd
I'd like to know that for sure because, like I said, I want to go next year. I'd like to camp out for a few days just to put trail cams up and whatever I can.
I suggested that the other day, Eric. We ought to go down there with a couple of tents if they open the campsite again. Yeah, and give it a go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. Try to.
You hear stories of these authoritative figures coming over and talking to people, and has that ever happened to you where you've had been approached by like strange blacked out vehicles with authoritative people?
Oh, well, like Men in Black, you mean, type of thing?
Yeah.
Is
that true, or is it just hype?
I'm not going to go into that on here, but I had a situation, must be 4 years ago. Yeah.
So it does happen.
They're watching that place then, aren't they?
I wonder why that is then. If it's just a forest, it's just weird, isn't it?
Well, we got the airbase. You see, I put another video up. I don't know if anyone watches them. And it was about, apart from these laser things, I showed you where people have broken into in the airbase. I mean, the last people you want to mix with are either paratroopers or Marines, aren't they? I mean, but they got the para.
You'll be an idiot, aren't you?
Yeah, they got the paratroop regiment on the base now.
Oh, wow.
It's called Rock Barracks. They got the paratroop. And sometimes you see these guys running through the forest. Says, all right, mate, whatever. And these idiots have broken into the forest, into the airfield.
Wow.
And see, this is, and through this, I think the Forestry Commission is saying, enough's enough, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it just takes or a few people just to screw everything up for everybody else that actually wants to go and investigate. So
take your life in your own hands, though, trying to break you, get past a paratrooper or a marine.
Yeah, you have a look on my video and on my Facebook or on my YouTube. They've got a big, they cut the wire to get in.
Idiots.
But I don't know if they realise it's full of soldiers. You know, the last people that you want to tangle with, and
yeah.
But,
interesting, though. It's interesting.
And you get like the Apache helicopters and Chinooks around here. Not as much now as you used to. So it's active. But a few years ago, I went to a friend of mine. Her husband was working at Ben Waters. And you're allowed in there anyway. And I went down there one evening and we had a drive around the airfield and all that. Because that was the twin bases. You see, Woodbridge and Ben Waters, they were the twin bases. Well, I don't know if anyone's going to believe me or not, but it was after 11. What's that? Be careful where you do. Yeah.
Well, if they don't acknowledge that, we on them then.
That's Elaine, isn't it?
Well, what do you expect? She's at work with her Sunday. Waiting at the government properties in America. That's
I bet they get it over here. And this things out at the minute. They get one over here for them.
There's some places over here in America. If you even go on the land with your car, you better stop and have your hood open and something be wrong with your car. Otherwise, they'll shoot you from the treetops.
Yeah. They don't bugger about.
I don't know when this fencing was broken, but I took a photograph of it, and I just think if anyone did try and go in there, you got to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was in Ben Waters, and it was 11:30 at night, and I'm really annoyed because I had a camera around my neck. And this is the truth. We looked up, and this massive craft was above us, and there was a guy who joined us. I didn't know who he was, and he went, "What is that?" And it like went into segments, and you could see the black sky. Wow. And I got in my head, what you say and what you think is correct. That's what came into my mind. I had my camera and I didn't take a picture of it. But then it may not have worked anyway. And then it just went whoosh. It was huge. Wow. And I also saw a craft in the other side of Rendlesham, 2 of us one Sunday afternoon. Again, I went to get my camera out of the car and it's gone. Now, I'm wondering whether, after all this time, were they looking for their mates who they dropped off 40 years ago?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have been, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
It's mind blowing. It's fascinating. So fascinating.
It is. Doing it all these years.
I'd like to know what's so special about that forest, though, about that land.
Yeah, that's what I think, Dan. That's what I think.
Right.
Well, I say before Derek passed, he said to me, he said that business with the ancients. He said, it's just fell in.
Clocked it.
And it is the ancients. It's not the aliens.
Yeah.
It's the ancients that are in it.
Yeah. It's like ancient Earth energy, isn't it? The ancient peoples.
Yeah, Mike's dog was watching. You saw Tim, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's like someone watching us, following us, watching us.
Yeah. The dog. The dog was just looking into the woods intently, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's amazing, isn't it? That's amazing.
When they sit there and they look, it was just looking, and you could talk to it. It wasn't. Yeah.
The concentration is completely focused in one area, isn't it?
It was focused, yeah.
The other weird thing is that I haven't seen any wildlife in there at all.
No,
really?
No, used to be deer and all sorts in there. I haven't seen any. I haven't even seen any adders, any snakes in there.
No.
So
no, it's quite devoid, isn't it?
But then I've got that picture of that creature peering out of the tree. It looked like could be a Bigfoot or something, the other night.
Yeah.
Can't show it to you on here because can't get the pictures up.
Yeah.
Who knows?
There's so many different things there. Yeah.
It sounds like there could be in it.
What's that? Yes, it was. Hi, Elaine. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We had a good time.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the time? We're 15 minutes. What do you investigate anywhere else around where you live then, Alex?
Well,
is there any of the favourite places you like to go and have a look at?
Well, I don't actually investigate, if you know what I mean.
No.
Because I've had it all my life, with the mediumship and everything else. I don't know. I get drawn somewhere, because there's another forest, obviously, just out along the road from Rendlesham, and Tunstall Forest, and that's supposed to be pretty lively. I haven't been in there, but that's supposed to be pretty lively as well.
I'd love to go to both forests. That'd be cool.
What was that Irene asked? What was the question? Do the trees grow weird?
Yeah, the trees go
do the
weird.
trees go weird because they do here in Aokigahara Forest. Sorry, Irene, if I said that wrong.
They're close enough.
Don't grow weird.
No, I wouldn't say in Rendlesham. It's mostly for wood, isn't it, Alex? It's like larch and softwoods. There's not a lot of deciduous trees in there, and a lot of silver birch around the edges.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's all sorts in there, isn't there? But I mean, I don't know what's going on. I've had so many experiences in there. I mean, it was me and a mate of mine. He's unfortunately gone now. We went there one morning, and we went somewhere completely different. And I got lost.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh no.
It's huge.
I'm getting hungry. It's getting near my lunchtime. I've got to get out of here. And all of a sudden, this woman appeared. Hello, she said. I said, oh, hello. I said, where are you going? I said, well, we're trying to get out of here to the car park. I said, where are you going? She said, well, I live there. Nothing there.
Wow.
I said, if you go out of here, turn right, you'll come to the house where you hear the voices and singing or something. Well, she vanished. I don't know where she's gone. And we went out there, did a right, and we found our way back to the car park, but we didn't find that house. But someone, I don't know if it was Derek, said that there was a house in there that used to vanish. Somebody mentioned.
Yes, I heard that.
Now I got it.
I heard that. Yes.
Mm.
Yes, it was there one time and then not the next. Yeah, I've heard that.
Not the next. Yeah.
I think
the thing is, you would never know if you were walking around that forest. You could be passing entities all the time, and not. I mean, because if they replicate us, you would never give them a second look.
Oh, you would never realize.
I just wish I could show you the photographs I've got.
We'll have to sort it out so you can.
Irene says, do you think the landlines are falling in that one direction leading up to that area? They do here, and one highway goes right up to the final destination of the mother lode of all haunted areas. And when I took my friends, it's the same road, and you wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that these forests, Rendlesham, I say Rendlesham, I don't really know a great deal about Rendlesham, but a lot of these forests now that are kind of the same as Rendlesham, that have activity in them, it seems to be stumping up a lot this last year or so. There seems to be more and more progression, and it's getting faster, and there's more of it, and there's more of it, and there's more of it. Like it's almost building to something, you know?
I mean, I think the idea, from what I understand, the reason the ETs, aliens, or whatever you want to call them, appeared at Rendlesham was to knock out the nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
yeah. They stopped it, didn't they? They cut all the energy to them, didn't they?
They also did the same in America to somewhere, and they've probably done it also elsewhere. They knocked out. I went to a conference, and there was some colonel there. That's before I started going there, and he was on their base, and he said, "Yeah, they did. They knocked out all the system."
Actually, that's quite interesting because if you think about it, we've been to the brink of a third world war quite recently, haven't we? And we're still on the cusp of it. And this stuff's building up again, isn't it?
It is, and I think they will stop it again.
They'll put the block on it, wouldn't they?
But they were somewhere in America.
Let's hope they do.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the glams. Yeah, the human race is strongly endangered.
What are glams?
They're like they're like energies that shimmer. I think they're the ones, aren't they, Catherine? Is that the ones you're on about?
So.
They're like cryptids and stuff. They shimmer. I've seen video footage of them. It's absolutely terrifying. It looks like something out of Predator.
Yeah.
See that shimmering? We were talking about this the other day. The shimmering around my daughter in the photograph of the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, she's just given me an idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of that goes on in these forests.
Well,
the shimmering.
if you ever get the chance to look through my eyes, I can see the energy, not colors or your aura or whatever it is. I can see just the energy around people. Now, if another being has a higher vibration, that energy's got to be bigger. You know what I mean?
Right.
What would you call this then?
Well, let me try. I have no idea.
That's me.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, both of them.
That's me. This is in my living room.
And
kind of like an overshadowing come.
It's like superimposed, isn't it?
Mm.
It's not though. This is all genuine. Anyone that tells you?
No. What I mean, it's like you got another person superimposing themselves over you.
It's like it's like a transfiguration, and then
that's
one.
That's the word. Thanks, Alex. That's the word.
I don't know if I can show you the other one at the same time.
I could put them there; it'd be overlapped.
There's the other one.
Okay.
This is
were these after your visits to the forest at all, or?
Yeah, that is not.
This all started after I started going there, and I used to have a seance cabinet here, so I used to sit in the cabinet and go in like sort of overshadowing, but I
don't think it's out of focus.
Someone said they would call it out of focus. You see, this is what I don't show them. It's not out of focus. This is and it's the same as a medium, a full like transfiguration medium. This is what happens. You see.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like when you know scrying.
That's it.
Yeah.
When you scry.
Yeah. Well, interesting that I've seen is that mediums have a higher energy vibration, so it looks like something's standing in front of you. But I mean, just you automatically go out of focus when you take pictures of yourself, especially when you're getting information coming in, because that energy is all around you.
Well, I mean, I didn't take the picture; someone else did, but
that doesn't look like you told, does it? Really?
No, not the first one, at least.
This probably all stemmed from when I did start to go to the forest 12 years ago.
Ooh. Yeah, something's with you.
They're probably used to you now, Alex, to be honest.
You what then?
They're probably used to you now. They're accepting of you and they know you. And
I said that I go in the forest now, and it's like this is what I said at the beginning, not just me, but regular people go in there, and I think because I know that we know there's someone watching us. We know it.
Yeah, you can feel it.
You can feel it, yeah.
It's true, isn't it? When you've been somewhere quite enough, they get used to you and accept you. And I think that's probably what's happened with you, Alex. They've accepted you.
The probably thing is that idiot come down here again. More photos.
Everybody thinks that when they see me.
But
no, it's interesting.
what happened with us on Saturday? Nothing untoward, did it?
No, it was just strange stuff, wasn't it? Yeah.
Now, does that happen with all your photos?
No, I've got normal ones. but say when I used to do the mediumship, people used to say I made transfigure or overshadow.
Yeah.
But it's just that's in my living room and I'm not doing anything. So my thing is now, the reason I can't get a girlfriend now is because when I walk around the supermarket, I might look like someone else now. But listen, ladies, out there, ladies, if you get bored with a man, come and see me because I could be anyone you want.
At the tree,
that's Elaine.
At the tree, Alex, Mike saw an orb at your feet. Yeah.
No, I'm joking. You wouldn't know.
You're better off on your own, mate. Trust me.
I just don't know every single one of you guys'
I'm just making a joke here, Tim.
I didn't notice that, Catherine.
Yeah.
You look weird with cucumber.
Yeah. You might be seeing a cucumber Sunday. You might. And
I know.
Oh, wow.
No, yeah, but anyway, I don't know what does all this, but I would no, it's weird. I've been in this, I say, a long time.
Yeah.
I do feel that the mediumship really picked up. Well, it's really when it sort of kind of got involved with it big time. And that was after the forest adventures. And there used to be a girl with black eyes. You used to see her quite a lot. I've got photographs of her.
In Rendlesham?
Yeah, in Rendlesham.
Wow.
There used to be a guy called Chris. And he used to sit by Eastgate. He had a few problems with wife or something. And he used to sit at Rendlesham on his own. I mean, the geezers, I couldn't do it. And he used to cook stuff on a barbecue. Well, anyway, he left there one night and got killed.
Was it a Federated tree?
Yeah. Now, I went down there with my granddaughter and some other people from Ipswich, and they didn't know about this. And we got to Eastgate, and they said, "Oh, no, it's bacon sizzling." Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh God.
My daughter, my granddaughter, now she's had none of this training and all that stuff, and she went into this, and she'd do nothing. And she said to me, "Your friend's here." He said, "What happened to him? What happened could happen to you, so he's giving you no more information."
Because he got quite obsessed with that place, didn't he?
Yep. A few months or maybe cold thinking about this. A little while later, I got a message from him on Facebook, but he'd been gone.
You got a message from him through Facebook?
I got a message from him on Facebook.
I don't know what that means.
Honestly,
he was already dead.
He's already gone.
That's mad.
He'd already gone, Eric. He'd already gone, Eric, but he got a message from Facebook after he'd gone.
I'm not making this up.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there's a big thing out there about electronic equipment, people like the dead contacting you through it, or spirit contacting you via it.
Bloody
Yeah, it
hell.
happens with phone calls too. Well, we're getting really close to the. We're getting really close to the end.
It's utilizing electricity.
It's fascinating. There's so much fascinating stuff out there, but there's also a lot of people. A lot of people, I think, who maybe embellish stuff.
Yeah,
I think
so
too.
Oh God, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, you get the fakers, yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I've got loads to tell you, but you can't fit it in. You got it all there in your head, and when it comes to,
we'll have to get you back again, Alex, if that's all right.
Yeah,
Alex,
Alex,
please. Back again.
We'll get you back on, Alex, and you can tell us some more because an hour's not long enough. If that's okay with you.
Might put the fees up, but you know.
we only do an hour.
Is it
but,
all? Oh, right.
it's not, yeah, we only do an hour. It's quite the Spooky Network. They have quite. There's a lot of programs, isn't there, Dan?
Yeah. There's a whole catalogue of them running through it, which is quite good. But will that get you? If that's all right,
so,
Alex, that'd be lovely to get you back on again.
Yeah, I'll have to get you and Viv on one Sunday. Come and have a chat.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be lovely. I spoke to you for a while.
Yeah, the lounge.
The lounge.
So,
Lounge963.com.
Before we go, tell where can they find you, Alex? Where can we all find you?
Rendlesham Forest.
No,
it's the lounge, LAUNGE 963.com, and I've .commed it because there's other people using it.
Yeah.
Take it through like a website which I'm building up, and it's Sunday night is Sunday Night Live at 7:00, and it's on every week. And we started for an hour. It goes on for 2 hours now. But it is. And this week we got Nick Kyle on there, fantastic guy from Scotland. Well, everyone's on there is fantastic. You know,
that's good.
So many people. So yeah, that's on a Sunday. But if you want to click on there and have a look, or on my Facebook, there's more photographs on there as well. I think on Facebook. Have a look, see what you make of it. If you think it's made up or rubbish, that's fine. Think whatever.
Yeah.
But I say I'm too old for games. And I've had this.
I think a lot are pretty much like us, aren't they? They believe it. They believe it. They're all believers, aren't they? Really.
Yeah.
People.
Well, I wouldn't be watching the program
you, Alex.
if they didn't. Yes, thanks, Alex.
Thank you, guys.
I hope to see you again soon because another trip.
Yeah, we'll have another trip down the.
It only took us 2 hours to get there, so it's not far.
It's not that bad, is it? Really?
Maybe go to a different part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Well,
right. Well, thank you, Alex. Really appreciate that. Thanks, everybody in the chat. I hope you enjoyed this evening, and we'll be back again next Thursday with a different subject. Not sure. Well, actually, I've got an idea. I think we're going to Russia next week and look at the Dyatlov Pass, which was quite the Dyatlov Pass incident, I suppose they want to call it, rather than anything else.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite an unusual one, a weird one, and quite frightening, to be honest. Nobody really knows what happened there, but they've got their ideas, but the government seem to want to hush it up. Anyway, we'll get into that next week. So that's it. So, right then, gents. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.